Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to discuss 8th standard computer science chapter 9 fundamentals of C language. Introduction. Okay, C is the one of the programming language. This programming language going to use in this computer and how to operate that everything. Okay, that basic concept we have to discuss in this chapter 9 itself. Okay, so what is mean by C programming language? Basics. This C programming language invented by Dennis Ritchie. Okay, he is the inventor. He only developed that C programming language. Where are he developed that AT&T Bell Laboratories. Okay, this language is developed in a AT&T. AT&T means American Telephone and Telegram. Okay, that Bell Laboratory itself, they developed this C programming language. This C language is high level programming language. Okay, this language will be installed and executed in a Unix operating system. Okay, it will be programmed everything in a Unix operating system. Then after only they derived that programming language in other operating system also, and then this computer language named B. Okay, this computer language derived to given name for B. Okay, then after from earlier languages before itself, that languages name is BCPL. Okay, that means basic combined programming language. Okay, basic combined programming language. Okay, initially this programming language will be developed in a Unix operating system base. Okay, Unix operating system based only these languages everything developed and installed and executed everything in that Unix operating system. Nowadays we have to use Windows 7, Windows 8, like that we have different operating systems. But before, okay, so that basic programming language itself they developed only for Unix operating system based languages. Okay, next, this C language is compiled language. That means what it is, sir? First we have to prepare our source code. Okay, we have to type a coding. Okay, that is plain text only. That C programming text is a plain text only, normal text method only. Okay, we have to type. Okay, then after we have to save that C programming language, and then after we have to compile. Okay, why it is we have to compile that? That compiled is find out any error is there. Before execution it will be compiled and find the errors, then after we have to correct that errors, then after only final running the program, finally the running the program, executing the program. Okay, so that's why they are saying C is a compiled language. Okay, so now this program will be normal source code only. Okay, already I told you. Okay, so that everything we have to prepare in a computer itself and type in a normal text. Okay, that is called as a source code. Okay, after that we have to execute. Okay, after that we have to compile and then after run that program. Okay, that after executing that time, okay, that will be considered as a zeros and ones. Okay, that executable file will be consist of a machine code. Okay, zeros and ones, and zeros and ones means already we know that. Okay, that is the computer language. Our language is different, but computer language what it is, zeros and ones. Okay, so that is a computer understandable language. That language is we cannot understand. Okay, only system only understand that zeros and ones language. Okay, so then after only we understand that source code only. Okay, that source code alone we understand. Okay, we only preparing that source code, plain text only. Okay, that execution time, executable file will be taking over, that format is computer format, that is called as a zeros and ones. Okay, so that is not understandable for us. Okay, that computer language is not understandable for us, not to read. Okay, not to find out that. Okay, only computer will understand that zeros and ones language. Okay, that is after execution only. Okay, before that we understand our plain text. Okay, this is the basics about C programming language. Okay, this must you have to know it. Okay, C basics means what it is. Who invented this? Dennis Rich. Where it is? AT&T, American Telephone and Telegram. Bell Laboratory itself they developed. That is a high level language. Okay, they prepared this language using an Unix operating system. Okay, before. Okay, fine. Next, variables means what, sir? Okay, variable is a named storage location. Okay, variable means one example I will say you. Okay, so whenever we have to execute our program, okay, or anything we want to modify, okay, we have to give a name. Okay, so for example, A, B, C, these everything one of the variable. A one variable, B one variable, C one variable. Like that, your name. Yes, of course, that is also one of the variable name. You have to use your name also, no problem at all. Okay, so that is called as a named storage variable. Okay, that variable wise we have to give a values and executing and compiling a C programming language. Okay, variables means what? First point, a variable is used to hold data within a program. Okay, A means definitely have some values. Okay, each variable have some datas. Okay, next, a variable represent a location in computer memory. Okay, so for example, we have to assign a variable sample. Okay, that is one of the variable name. Okay, equal to, I have to give a value. Okay, 10. Variable name is what it is? Sample. Value is 10. Okay, so now that value will be stored in a computer memory only. It will be taking over a computer memory only. Some location itself it will be stored. Correct? So a variable represent a location in your computer memory. Next, third point, you can put data into this location and retrieve data out of it. That means, okay, whenever you have to store any data or any values in your computer, what purpose you have to store? Whenever we need, whenever we have to execute that particular variable, that time that value will be visible to monitor or screen. Okay, that purpose only we have to store and enter all the variable values in this particular computer location. Next, fourth point, every variable has two parts, a name and a data type. Data type means what it is, sir? Okay, for example, a name. Okay, already in a variable name I told you, sample. What is data type? Okay, we will see that one. Before I will tell you, data type means we have a basic data types. What are that? We have to see next slides. Okay, coming slides we have to see that briefly. Okay, next one, variable names means what, sir? Okay, variable name means it will be the current value of the variable. Okay, variable name is one of the name. Okay, that name is like that, sample, A, B, C, that is called as a variable name. Okay, that variable name is describing a current value of the variable. For example, sample equal to 10. Okay, that 10 value will be assigned to that variable name. What it is? Variable name, sample. Okay, we have a rules for naming a variable. What are that, sir? First one, valid names. Okay, valid names can consist of, okay, valid variables consist of letters, numbers and the underscore. Okay, but may not start with a number. Okay, that variable name will start with the letters, okay, or underscore. Okay, don't start with numbers. For example, sample. Okay, I started letters only. Okay, that is one of the valid variable name. Okay, to sample. Okay, I mentioned 2 number I am using in front of that name. Okay, that is invalid variable. Okay, valid variable will start with the letters underscore. This ரெண்டு மெத்தட்ல தான் we have to start with our variable name. Okay, other than that we have to start means that is the invalid variable name in C programming and other languages also. Okay, second point, a variable name may not be a C keyword such as if, for, else, while. Okay, these are all for conditions. Okay, if, for, else, while. Okay, these are all for conditions. Okay, these are all for keywords. In C language itself we have to say keyword. Okay, keyword means what it is, sir? That if means in C programming language itself already they have some meaning. Okay, if for also have some meaning, some purpose, we have some reason we have to use this keyword in a C programming language. These words don't use in your variable name. That restriction also is there in a variable declaration. Okay, whenever you have to declare a variable, use letters. Okay, start with the letters or underscore, as well as don't use any keyword in C programming language. What is that keywords are? If, for, else, while, return, else. Okay, so then after do while. Okay, then after enum. Okay, so enum அப்படினு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு keyword is there. Okay, these are all for keywords. Don't use these keywords in a variable name. Okay, next one, third point, variable names are case sensitive. Okay, variable names are case sensitive. Okay, capital letter and small letter, whatever it is. Okay, you have to use. Okay, see here, for example they given age, different method they given. Okay, each method have separate variable. Age, capital letter age, that is separate variable. Small letter age, that is separate variable. Okay, each this age variable is different variables. Although this is not recommended since it would probably cause confusion and errors in your programs. Like that you have to use this in your program means, okay, inside of that you have to mistake. Okay, so don't confuse yourself these names. You have to declare a different variables. Don't use like this. Okay, like that you have to use. That is possible, no problem at all. Okay, maybe yourself you confused, that's why avoid to use like this. Okay, this is correct only. Okay, this way of declaration is correct only, but only for our confusion only I am saying, try to avoid this much of declarations, like this way of declarations. Okay, so this is the rules for naming a variable. Okay, so must you have to know it. This variable means what it is, variable names how to be declared, what is the rules of declaring a variable names. Next, data types. Okay, this is very important one. Okay, data types means what it is. A data type indicates the type data can be represented in the value of the data elements. Okay, data elements means what it is, sir? A, B, C, sample, that is the data elements. Must we have a data type. Whenever you have to declare a variable, in front of that we have to use data types. What is that, sir? C providing a built-in data types. Okay, we have different data types. Okay, basic data types means what are that? Character, float, integer, data. Okay, so character இருக்கும், float இருக்கும், then after integer. Character means what, sir? Float means what, sir? Integer means what, sir? Okay, one by one we have to see next slide itself. Okay, so given diagram also, basic data types, integer, float, character, these are all for C programming built-in or basic data types. How we have to use these data types in a variable name. We have to say one by one. Integer variables. Integer variables are used to store whole numbers. Okay, whole numbers means what it is, sir? Okay, in this integer variables have some keywords. Okay, including like that int, short, long, unsigned short, unsigned long. Like that we have, these are all for data types only. Okay, these are all for integer data types, they have to say. Okay, so we have a different meaning. These are all for keywords. Okay, short, long, unsigned long. These are all for C programming language keyword. If, for, while, adallam paathomla already. So like that, these are also we have a keywords in a C programming language. Don't use these keywords in a variable name. Okay, so integers variable means what it is. It will be considered only for a whole numbers, store whole numbers. For example, they given down itself. Okay, so maybe negative or positive, whatever it is, but it will be taking only for whole number. Example they given int count. Okay, int is the data type. Int means integer data type. Okay, in C programming language, we have to use int. Count is the variable name. Semicolon. Okay, int is the data type, then after variable name, semicolon. Next line, int, another data type they are declaring. Okay, int. Okay, next variable name, num underscore boys. Okay, this is correct only. Okay, num underscore boys equal to 33. Okay, semicolon. This is the stored whole numbers. This is the integer variable values. Okay, so 98, 108, 25, these are all the integer values. Okay, so we have to give a int data type means, okay, values will be whole numbers. For example, 33, 58, 25, like that only we have to give. Okay, so this is the meaning of integer variables. Okay, it didn't give for 33.5 means, but it will be considered only for that whole numbers. 33, okay, that fraction value will be omitted. Why it is means data type is integer. Integer data type only considered to store only whole numbers. Okay, fine. Next one, float variables. Okay, so float variables are used to store floating point numbers, fractional values, 62.8, 52.7, 33.8. Okay, like that will come. Okay, these float variables, okay, consider and stored in a floating values. Okay, 68.3, 62.4, 98.9. Okay, this is the value of, this is the part of float variables. Okay, so they given an example also. These float variables have some data types. What are that? See, including float, double and long double. These are all for float variables. Okay, these variables used to store a fractional values. For example, they given float is the data type, count equal to 0.7. Okay, 0.7. Okay, float is the data type, count is the variable name, that value is what it is, 0.7. Okay, fraction value they given. Why it is means we used data type float. Okay, float data type considered to store the fractional value, floating point numbers. Okay, next one, next example, float CNT. Okay, float is the data type, CNT is the variable name, 1234.57. Okay, this is the example of floating variables. Next one, character variables. Okay, next one is the character variables. Character variable are used to store character values. only alphabets. Okay, only alphabets value will be stored this character data type. Okay, that keyword is what it is, char. Okay, that character data type we have to use in C programming language, char. Example, char. Okay, char is the keyword. Okay, next name is the variable name, equal to, we assign the character S, capital S, within a single quotes. Whenever we have to declare a variable value, character or string, we have to use in a single quotes and declare. Okay, yes, they given. There itself we have to in a single quotes itself, welcome. That is also one of the string, one of the character data type values. Okay, like that you have to see next. Character is the data type. Name 1, that is variable name. T is the name 1 variable value. Okay, next, character A. Character is the data type. A is the variable name. Inside of that array, okay, that square bracket, they given 15. That means we have to store 15 characters. Okay, only we have to store in a 15 characters alone. Okay, that is the meaning of that last example. Okay, this is the way to we have to declare and use our character variables and all the data types. Okay, now maybe you understand what is integer data types, what is float data types, what is character data types, how we have to use these data types in a variable name in C programming language. Next, constants. Constants means what it is, sir. Already they given a meaning there itself. Constant, that itself is there. Constant means never change any value. Okay, so not possible to change value in a constants. That is called as a constants. Okay, how we have to use this keyword const. This constant keyword will be using in a C programming language, const, C-O-N-S-T. Okay, that's all. Okay, how they are using and applying and using that const keyword. Just we have to know that everything. Then after one by one we have to discuss more. Okay, it will be having some location to store this everything, all the values. Maybe constant values 3 means 3 is a constant. Okay, not possible to change in a whole program. Okay, that value, that variable value will be 3 only. Okay, that after the execution and whenever you have to check, that value will be 3 only. Okay, we have some techniques in defining a constant in C. Okay, so we have to use a hash define common preprocessor. Okay, this is used to execute a program one by one. Okay, see here, that source file we have to prepare. Okay, hash define, hash if. Okay, like that we have to use and define that constant variable values. Okay, that constant keyword we have to use const. Okay, in a C programming language we have to use that keyword const, C-O-N-S-T. Okay, how to define that and how to use that, everything we have to see in a one by one next chapter itself. Okay, so this is basic concept, just you have to know it. Okay, next, structure of a C program. Okay, this is the structure of C programming language. Sample program, hash include, okay, stu.h, that means standard input output header file. Okay, hash include standard std, standard input output header file, void main printf. Okay, so that everything we have one by one they given. Line 1, hash include studio.h. Okay, it's a part of compilation. Okay, the C compiler runs a program called as the C preprocessor. Okay, that first line called as a C preprocessor. Whenever we have to compile, okay, that program, okay, it will be before itself process everything. Okay, so this preprocessor used to add and remove a code from your source files. Okay, that's the preprocessor means, okay, before compiling your programs we have to check. Okay, whenever we have to edit or add or remove any coding structure means we have to edit in a source file itself, then after we have to execute that program. Okay, then after in this case directive hash include tells the preprocess to include a code from the file studio.h, which is a header file. Studio.h means the header file. Okay, that's why we have to use in the first line itself, include studio.h, standard input output header file. Okay, this header file will be declaration between the functions, okay, that the program needs to use. Okay, some functions we have to use. This header file is must. Whenever we have to prepare a C programming language, hash include studio.h, that is very must. Okay, as well as we have to declaring a printf and scanf functions and used in this file. Okay, so printf and scanf also we have to use in this program itself. So must we have that header file. Okay, otherwise program will be showing a error. Okay, whenever we have to executing, that time it will be showing a error. Next one, line 2, void main. Okay, void main. So what is mean? That main function only first execute. Okay, so this main function only execute first. Okay, only one main function. Okay, so other than that we have a different functions. Okay, we have different functions, but only one main function for C programming language, other languages also. Okay, different functions will be there, that is called as a sub functions. Okay, main function means only one. Before itself void to one data type we have to use. That void data type is used to return something. Okay, so that void data type is used to return some values from some other sub functions, like that we have to say. In this case nothing is written to the operating system. Okay, specify the return type of main. In this case nothing is written to the operating system. Okay, nothing means this void data type is nothing will be written. In C programming language they are saying clearly. In third line itself they given the void specifies the return type of main. In this case nothing is written to the operating system. Nothing means what it is. This void data type we have to use in a main function means nothing will be written to that. Okay, wrongly said. Okay, just you have to correct yourself. Okay, void data type is nothing will be written, none value will be returns. Okay, so functions, that box itself they given a note. Functions are logical grouping of one or more statements. A function will have two parts, namely the functions and the function body. Okay, these functions have two parts. Okay, already I told you main function, sub functions, like that I told you, but function itself we have two bodies. What are that? Okay, line 3, curly braces will open. This opening bracket denotes the start of the program. Okay, after the main function we will start our body of the loop. Okay, body of the functions. Okay, so that curly braces we have to put, that is the starting point of the C programming language. Next, line 4, printf. Okay, this function is used to print the string. Okay, so this is the standard library they have to say. Okay, printf is a function from a standard C library. That header file itself be given that everything. Okay, so that printf is used to print the string. Okay, in an output screen. Okay, in output screen after the execution it will be printing hello world, that is the output. Okay, so here itself we have to use \n. Okay, that \n means new line, making new line. Whenever we have to use \n, it will be going for next line. Okay, \n means new line. Okay, next, line 5. Okay, curly braces will be closed. This closing bracket denotes the end of the program. Okay, so first time we have to put a curly braces open, that is the start of the program. So now line 5 itself we have to close that curly braces, that is the end of the program. Okay, so this is the method. Then after typing your source code, your coding, how to we execute this program? Compile. First we have to compile a program. After typing your programming, you have to compile. Alt plus F9, that is a shortcut. Okay, the shortcuts ellame just you have to know it and read yourself clearly without any confusion. Compile means what it is. We have to compile our source code. Alt plus F9, that is the shortcut. Okay, then after compilation only we have to execute or run a program. That shortcut is Control plus F9. Okay, compile, Alt plus F9, execution or run, Control plus F9. Next, press Alt plus F5 to view the output screen. Okay, Alt plus F5 used to view only for our output screen. Okay, so these shortcuts, everything is very important. Next, input output statements. Okay, input means what, output means what. Okay, whenever we have to sending the data to the computer, that is called as a input. Maybe, okay, listen clearly. So input means, okay, we have to giving the instruction to the computer. Okay, so we have to give an instruction to the computer, that is called as an input. Output means what it is, sir. So after typing your coding, after the execution, what result will be coming to your screen, that is called as output. Okay, input means what it is. It will be giving the input to the computer, that is called as input. Output means what it is. After the execution, okay, one result will be displaying on our screen. So that is called as a output. Okay, that is input output statements. Okay, in C programming itself, that input and output, how we have to get? We have to give an input, use of keyboard and mouse. Okay, standard input, usually we have to use a keyboard to we have to give, and mouse to we have to give input. Output will be displaying our monitor. Okay, this is the input output statements. Next one. Okay, that output statement, what we have to use in C programming language, printf. That function is called as the output statement. Okay, printf statement only is the output statement. Must we have to use a standard library function. Okay, we have to say a standard library function, printf, used to formatted output. Okay, so it takes the arguments and format the string, optional list of a variable or literal, okay, to a output. Okay, this is called as a format. Output means printf statement called as a format output. Okay, how they are using the central syntax, they given that box. Okay, so that first box itself, printf format string list of variables. Okay, that is the example of formatted output printf statement. Okay, so in down itself they given, okay, some common conversion specifiers. Okay, these are all for one of the techniques we have to use in a C programming language. Okay, this table also very important for us. Percentage %d means it will be specifiers in a int data type. Percentage %f means it will be specifiers in a float or double data type. Percentage %e, okay, it is considered to float or double output in scientific notations. Okay, percentage %c, character data type. Percentage %s, string, group of characters. Okay, so must you have to know these common conversion specifiers. Okay, percentage %d means what the data types. Percentage %f means what data type. Percentage %e means what are the data types. Percentage %c means what are data types. Percentage %s means what are the data types. Must you have to know these specifiers everything in C programming language. Okay, we have to see in our program itself. Okay, whatever it is, this everything we have to see in our programming itself. They given example also here. Printf, my lucky number is %d. %d means what it is? Integer data type. Appo lucky number what it is? Number only will come, values only will come. Okay, it will be considered as specifies a integer values. Example 2, %yes. Okay, %yes, it will be considering a string. Okay, my name. Okay, that is a string. Okay, it will be considering a string values. %f, okay, it would be considering fractional values. Okay, float values it would be considering like that 3.14 pi r square. Okay, so that techniques like that. Example 4, %c, character. Okay, so initial. Okay, our name initial will become means we have to mention %c. That specify as we have to use in a C programming language. Okay, these are all for example for common conversion specifiers. Next, formatted input. Okay, formatted input, scanf statement we have to use. Okay, scanf statement we have to use. This is one of the standard library function. Okay, this is used to giving input to the computer. Okay, we have to give an input to the computer. It will be storing and displaying our result on screen. Okay, what is that input function? Scanf. Okay, in box itself they given clearly scanf bracket format string comma and variable 1 and variable 2. Okay, and that ampersand symbol is used to address of the variable. Okay, so it will be considered which address we are going to store that variable value. That address defined in ampersand symbol. Okay, that ampersand is the address of the variable. Okay, variable 1, variable 2 means variable for example a, b, okay, like that. Okay, so that ampersand symbol is used to define a address of the variable. எந்த addressல அந்த variable இருக்கு கம்ப்யூட்டர்ல அதை டிஃபைன் பண்ணுறதுக்காக யூஸ் பண்ணுறது. Okay, this is formatted input. Okay, next, this is the example program. Now book itself they given this example program. Okay, include studio.h, include goneo.h. Okay, that first two lines are header file. Okay, without this header file we cannot possible to execute this program. Okay, so void main. Okay, that curly braces will start it. Okay, then after our program will be executing. Okay, so this everything we have to see. Okay, after you are reopen, maybe we have to see these programs everything. Okay, so this program I will explain to you also. Okay, this is very interesting concept, this C programming language. Just you have to know about that basics concept. Then after we have to see one by one all the programs, basic programs we have to see. Okay, maybe you understand means just you have to see it this. Okay, directly we have to see all the programs one by one. Okay, so our book back 1 marks also I given here. Just you have to know it and point your book itself. You have means just you have to point out. Don't have means please keep this file safely. Okay, so fine. Okay, students, maybe you understand basic concept of programming language. This will be used for your future programming language structure. Okay, so must you have to learn these programming languages in a computer. So definitely you have to achieve your life well in your future also. Okay, so thank you students, have a nice day.